Huddy Huddy. I am a Manchester United fan. The football club, the soccer club. All my life, loved Manchester United. So many years ago, long time ago, my wife bought me a pair of Manchester United pants. Black pants, red stripe logo. And very happy. Wore them every chance it was appropriate and I could get to put them on. And then sometime back, not too long ago, I think we were watching a Manchester United game in Manchester. Well, I was watching. She was with me. Anyways, we were watching a game, Manchester United won, and I was like, oh, Manchester United's fantastic. They're strong, they're tough, they never give up. Just like these pants. These pants are strong and they're tough. I've had them for years. That's the Manchester United spirit. My wife, she was humoring me all the way up until that point. And then she said, excuse me? I said, yeah, these pants are tough. Never say die. They hang in there. Manchester United spirit. She says, you haven't had those pants all these years. I said, yes, don't you remember you bought them for me on my birthday way back when? She says, no, I bought you a pair of Manchester United pants. Those aren't the pants. That's your third pair of pants. And I, completely confused. What husband is not, right? I said, well, wait a minute. I thought, they look exactly the same. She says, yes, they are exactly the same. I would throw out your old pair, your old worn pair, and I would get a new pair and I would put them in your dresser drawer. That's your third pair of pants. And I said, well, why didn't you ever tell me? She said, because if I told you, you wouldn't let me throw away the old ones. Good Lord in heaven, husbands and wives, right? God bless us for them. Anyways, I say all that to say this. Today's verse, chapter 2, text 22, key verse of the day, wherein Krishna says, as a person puts on new garments, giving up the old ones, the soul similarly accepts new material bodies, giving up the old and useless ones. Krishna, of course, is talking about bodies, and how the soul discards bodies through death, takes on new ones through birth, and goes on. And Krishna is comparing it to clothing. But this philosophical idea, this principle, is not limited to just change of bodies, though that is what Krishna is talking about. It is also equally applicable and relevant to our belief systems. We hold on to belief systems that are old and detrimental and are no longer beneficial for our well-being. It is actually brilliant, it's Krishna. It is brilliant that Krishna uses the example of garments. The clothing that we have in the summer is not suitable for winter season. The clothing for the tropics is not suitable for Massachusetts in December. We have to be able to put aside that clothing and put on clothing that is beneficial for us in the climate in which we find ourselves. It's the same thing with our belief systems, our thought processes. We have to recognize when we have a belief system that is no longer beneficial, conducive to our growth and well-being, and they must be discarded as if they were old garments. It is very hard to do this because our belief systems, they give us comfort. Our belief systems are familiar to us. It's like a child with a comfort blanket, right? The little 4-year-old, she has her blanket and she drags her blanket all throughout the house, and we have to steal the blanket from her when she's not around to wash it because it's just dragging all the germs of the entire world in this blanket. But it's her comfort blanket. We hold on to these belief systems that we've actually imbibed and inherited, that have been foisted upon us by parents, society, any advertising, every manner, experiences, all these things. We have so many deeply ingrained beliefs that we cling to because they give us comfort. We have to be able to discard them, knowing that they're old and no longer beneficial to our growth and well-being. How will we be able to? How are we ever going to be able to do that? What does it take to be able to discard beliefs that are no longer beneficial to our growth and well-being? The question is how? Mission. Mission. Mission is like a compass. Whether the sun is shining or there's a storm, we always are guided by compass. So we're headed in the right direction. That's what mission is. Mission is a compass. When Krishna told Arjuna, be equal in happiness and distress, it doesn't mean you don't enjoy when the sun is shining. It doesn't mean that you don't put on warm clothing when there's a storm. What it means is, I'm still guided by a compass. That's what Krishna means when he says, be not disturbed by happiness and distress. Be guided by a compass. That's what mission is. At the end of the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna says, Karishye vachanam tava. That is his mission. He recognizes mission. And that's what's important about mission. You do not find your mission. You recognize it. Mission is already there. It's right in front of us. We just haven't taken the time to recognize it. The compass is right there in front of us. We just haven't been able to recognize it. To recognize our mission, I've talked about this in a previous verse, 2:12 or 2:11. Put words to it. Put words to your mission. I first was introduced to missions and mission statements back in the 90s when Stephen Covey was all the rage. That was the first time I wrote a mission statement. I was young, very, very young. And I remember coming out of the seminar by Sridhar Swami, for those of you who may know, and spending the time to write a mission statement. And it was half a page or almost a page long. And when I look back on the work I've done, a mission statement is something that we continue to put words through over the span of our life. When I look back at the various iterations of my missions, I wouldn't call it a statement, but of my mission, because it's more than a statement for me. Mission it's not a statement. It's who we are, but we put words to it so that we can recognize it. When I see the various iterations of my putting words to my mission, I find that there was always, from the very beginning, back in that seminar with Sridhar Swami in Mayapur, scratching out a very, very naive mission statement. Even then, there was the core of that mission statement is as obvious and relevant then as it has come to be today. It's the same essential core all the way throughout. And when I look back over the various times in my life, and I've gone back to putting words to my mission, sometimes it would expand and sometimes it would contract. Right now, the words I put to my mission are only three. 3 words. And it encompasses so much. But it encompasses the essence that I had way back when at that first Stephen Covey seminar given by Sridhar Swami. The essential core is throughout. That's the beauty of mission. When we have our mission, and I talked about this before, mission doesn't change. Its manifestation, its expression changes depending on where we are in our growth, in our life, in our situation. Just like a compass. We set the sails of the ship based on the weather, but we're always headed in a particular direction. When Arjuna says, Karishit vachanam tava, my dear Krishna, I will act according to your order. That's his mission. That is his mission, to carry out your order. That order will change depending on the situation Arjuna finds himself in, but the mission, and Arjuna tells this to Krishna, thank you for reminding me. Thank you for giving me the memory of my mission. So mission doesn't change, based on the situation in which we find ourselves, based on the level of our maturity in a particular situation, it manifests differently, but it does not change. I am Exhibit A. The mission, that is 3 words, now, today, helping me through the challenges I have now and today, it's the same core of the mission, which was a page long when I came out of that seminar with Sridhar Swami on Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. The essential core is, since then till now, in every single iteration in between, about a dozen times I've gone back to wording my mission because of various issues in life. Now, the second thing is, don't put mission up on the top shelf and forget about it. Doesn't matter if you can read a compass and you have a compass. If you don't pull it out and use it, you're going to be misdirected. We have to constantly be aware of and make sure that the wording of our mission is readily available in our mind. We have to make our mission Karishe Vachanam Tava. Arjuna says, I am ready to act according to your order. I'm ready to act according to your instructions. We have to make the mission, the recognition of our mission, a part of who we are and not forget about it. You forget about it, we are going to be lost, misdirected. So we have to always engage intellectually, emotionally with our mission. Then, coming back to the verse, then we always have that measure by which we can determine whether or not our Manchester United pants should be discarded. In other words, our belief systems. Is this particular belief conducive to my mission? If it's not, it's time for it to go. It's an old garment. Is this belief, is this experience, the lessons from this experience, is it conducive to my mission? If it's not, it is to be discarded. If it is, retain it. Mission gives us the ability to do what Krishna is talking about in this verse. Mission is key. Mission is key. Hari Hari.